Hey, alright guys, how's it going and welcome back to Resident Evil 0. This is going to be a special episode where we play the two bonus minigames, Leech Hunter and Wesker mode. However, Wesker mode was its own thing in the extras menu, so it could actually be like a proper campaign level. So we'll see, maybe I'll have to split these up. But either way, they will come up on the same day. So let's see how to play Leech Hunter mode. Nope, I would rather not. Find the blue and green, that's all I saw. Let's go find some blue and green. We got a big Marcus laugh there. You must survive in order to expose this nightmare. Ellipsis. Not bad. Well, I think we can do that. We've got to find greens, we've got to find blues, and presumably we've got to put them back where they in the holder things or something like that. Oh god, we're playing as these two. Oh right. What are we looking at? Pistol with plenty of ammo. Nah. Alright, not bad. If this is just like collect shit and dodge mimicry Marcus, I honestly can't be bothered. Green! We got one! Alright, so it's like leech charms. So we can, presumably we can only hold... Nope, they stack. Alright, I was going to say presumably we can only hold a few. So I think first things first, we should clear out this big main hallway. Because they're bound to be all around here. Oh, there's another one down there, I'll have to remember about that. Okay, so we run around the side. I'll make sure Billy is on attack mode, yes, just in case. Don't know, presumably it being called Leech Hunter, we're gonna have to fight some leeches, although we are actually hunting leeches right now, I see. So, fair enough. Oh, what? Why not? It's a blue... Rebecca can't take... Alright, so Billy needs to take the blue ones, and Rebecca needs to take the green ones. That seems somewhat arbitrary to me, but... Fair enough, if that's your jazz, then who am I to complain? So if we run up the back here, these were glowing before. Alright, so is it just... What are we meant to do with them when we're done? Like... I don't get it. I should have read the rules. I'm not gonna lie, I probably should have read the rules. There's another one down the bottom, so I think what we should do is we should just start from the bottom and work our way out in like a ring. Or something like that. Sounds good to me. I hope it sounds good to you too. So if we come out here, we can grab this little pendant. There's another one. Another green leech charm. But then if we go down here, this should be a sort of closed loop. Because you can't come up anywhere else down here, so I figure we should probably clear this out. Now let's find out if there's enemies. Alright, so there is enemies. There's enemies like regular. Well, that's fine. I wonder if we'll get to... Oh, look at that, the bloody auto lock on once again, causing me all kinds of havoc. Billy's handgun sounds more meaty than Rebecca's does. I feel bad for her. There's a knife there, well, like what looks like a knife anyway. Shoot them! Keep shooting! Don't ever stop. Okie dokie. Right, good to know that the AI will just keep attacking them until they die, so we won't need to worry. I suppose we might as well take the knife. Alright, well, let's move on then. Let's find some more. Billy! We got one for you! Blue! There we go. Ah, well, I should probably think a little bit more on the main game while this is happening, because this is pretty straightforward, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think of ways that I could have potentially... Oh, right, so do we actually need to get the fucking keys as well? That's wild. Yeah, I've been trying to think about, like, the co-op, and how it could have, like, not co-op, but you know, like the two characters, like there wasn't any co-op as far as I'm aware. Yeah, like potentially you were more meant to have them staying at like different parts of the map, just to like for the ease of transfer of shit like that, you know? Like if I'd had Rebecca on one end of the map and Billy on the other, it would maybe have been a little bit easier to like get from point A to point B if need be. But honestly, that doesn't seem... Like, why? Because you'd end up finding keys and having to travel the entire way anyway. Like, it just didn't seem necessary to have two characters, and it's a bizarre design choice. But I should talk about what I liked more, because there were like aspects that I liked. I like the environments a lot. I thought they were really cool. They were really quite novel. Relatively straightforward, which is pleasant, because... Oh, shit. Because it wasn't, you know, it wasn't the... Okay, so there's just 3 hunters in this room. We're probably gonna die here, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like I really did enjoy the environments. I thought they were all really good. to like in the sense that like the designs were really interesting. I mean, the lab was maybe a bit of a low point, but as far as the rest of the game goes, it was really like where we were was probably one of the most enjoyable parts. I like the train. I thought that was really interesting. It was a good start. I liked this new mansion area was quite cool how it was like reminiscent of the old areas. Fuck the bat boss. That was bullshit. That was just getting attacked by like horrible little bats, and I just couldn't really. That was like kind of annoying in my opinion. But yeah, on the whole, like most of the bosses were quite enjoyable. I like the big centipede, although they were kind of like, it was either they were really easy or they were really hard, and like there wasn't really much middle ground. Like they seemed a little bit like, it's hard to describe what I'm trying to explain here, but it's like, for example, the centipede boss. Centipede boss was very similar to like Yawn in the first game, the big snake. Except the centipede boss just sort of done damage to you because of its legs, so you couldn't really maneuver around it very well. It's kind of bizarre. Maybe I'm just a scrub. Like, that's something that's been going through my head quite a bit since the start. Maybe I'm just really shit at moving in Resident Evil games, and that's where the problem stems from. Like, because it's quite difficult to. I found it really difficult to like avoid attacks, more so than in previous games. It could have been the new control system, I suppose, but like at the same time, like I've played through Resident Evil 1 HD like 3 times, so I feel like I should be at least be able to handle the controls. I don't know what to think. But yeah, the environments were good. The creature design was really cool. Like I really enjoyed like the look of the demolishers, for example. Oh no, oh no. And what else was new for this game? Those beetle things, those horrible beetle things. They were pretty cool as well. Don't know what they were meant to be. Like cicada. Is that how you're meant to say that word? Might be. I've got no idea. This HD, it looks really nice in HD, I suppose, I should also add. Yeah, it is nice to look at, I'll give them that. Voice acting, absolutely atrocious, as always. The guy that they got for Wesker was unpleasant to listen to, but on the whole, as silly as you would expect it to be. Nice world building, the notes were quite atmospheric. I don't know, it kind of felt like we could have had a little bit more character exposition, kind of. I'm still not entirely sure how all this relates to Resident Evil 1. Like, I know this is meant to be like an umbrella, like secret umbrella training facility, and presumably they'd then be moved to the mansion laboratory to actually do T-virus experimentation. But it's just like, how is this never mentioned in the whole of Resident Evil 1? Like, all of this just is never heard from again. It seems really, really strange, and like Billy never coming back is quite bizarre. This feels like its own game in its own universe that just happens to have zombies in it. And Rebecca, I suppose. It's just quite strange. Like, I've never felt such mixed feelings towards a game, because it is still the Resident Evil that I enjoy from the old Resident Evil games, but at the same time it's just this different abomination. It feels like Resident Evil had a baby with an inferior survival horror franchise, and this is what came out. Resident Evil adopted it because it felt guilty or something like that. Guaranteed that there's one down these pews. Maybe not. There is one over here. I'll hark back. I definitely should have read the rules to see what I'm meant to be doing here. Presumably you like go about, you collect as many leeches as you can, and then and then you like you can leave or something like that and just bank all your leeches. But why? Why though? Yeah, on the whole, not much weapon variety. I expected to see an automatic weapon at some point. Can we save? Oh no, that's another knife. Should get a knife collection on the go. Yeah, I expected a few more weapons, especially considering that there were 2 characters. Could have been quite interesting. The AI was fucking abysmal. Like putting the AI on attack. I mean, I have to treat this a little bit fairly because it is from the GameCube era. Just because it looks pretty doesn't mean that it's actually a new game, and it isn't a new game. So I should be a little less harsh on it in terms of that. But you know, faults are still faults at the end of the day. And the AI was just awful. But that goes back to the fact that there really shouldn't have been 2 characters. It just feels like, well, the way I was going to phrase it before this episode started was, it feels like this is a cheap, like, just last minute game, and it kind of was in terms of history a little bit. Like, by this stage I think Capcom were kind of worried that Resident Evil was gonna die. Oh, died. Oh well, we'll probably never figure out what you're meant to do with the leeches, but that was a little bit shit, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, it just feels a little cheap. I've got 12. What does that get me? Nothing. What? Submachine gun ammo. Check your status screen after you start the game. Alright, so you can unlock like a SMG and stuff like that. That's fair, I suppose. Yeah, it did kind of feel a little bit cheap. And this HD re-release, to be honest, feels a little bit cheap as well. Like, who the fuck was asking for Resident Evil 0 again? Like, wait, Capcom, you know full well that everybody wants Resident Evil 2 and 3. Like, nobody was asking for Resident Evil 0. I mean, but, to be fair, like, they need to get money somehow, and nobody's buying anything else. That's not true. I've got no idea. What have Capcom even released in recent times? So let's try Wesker mode as well. This can be our podcast for this evening. Well, aim and hold X and release to perform a long distance attack, and I can do dashes as well. Okay, that sounds fun. Are we actually getting cutscenes? Is there? Oh fuck that. Is this? I think is this literally just play through the game but as Wesker instead of Billy and Rebecca? Fucking is as well. We've got machine gun ammo for a machine gun that we don't have. And she's got red eyes. What on earth is this? Okay. So this is quite bizarre. Yeah, I'm trying to think of stuff that I haven't mentioned already. Just, there were things that I liked about this game, but none of them are coming to me anymore. Okay, so she can't do her dash even though she's got the red eyes. Yeah, it's just quite a... It's just a sort of inferior Resident Evil game. Like, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's not bad, but it's just sort of more of the same, but not really done particularly well. It sounds really harsh, but that's just the facts of it. Like, but even then, that's like... I still enjoyed playing through it. I'm glad I did, like I said. So, I don't know, make it that what you will. But, let's just sprint ahead to get Wesker here. I was going to call him Wesker there, that's not his name. Oh, bollocks to this. Either way, how long has this been going on for? Just quickly, I want to... yeah, there's not really much else that can be said. Like, it's okay. If you enjoy Resident Evil games, then this is probably another game that you would have a great time with. It would take you places that you've never been before, and that is what you're looking for when it comes to a Resident Evil game. But like, at the same time, I like Resident Evil games, but I probably won't ever be playing this again. Like, it's done now, is how I would describe it. More submachine gun ammo for a submachine gun that we don't have. That's so strange. Either way, I think this is where we're going to have to end Resident Evil 0 forever. So, if you enjoyed this series as a whole, that's right, it's over now. Ah, tears being shed. You'll probably see a little bit more Resident Evil in the future on this channel though, because I really like Resident Evil games and I'm game for playing through some of the older ones. Maybe I'm just getting a bit nostalgia blind. That's entirely possible. This could be nostalgia blindness at work, which would compromise my integrity, to say the least. What was I talking about? Yeah, if you enjoyed, then please remember, leave a like, comment, or subscribe. All of those are very much appreciated, as always. If you didn't enjoy, then fair play. You can leave your comment as well. I'll listen, don't worry. I have been Krun. This was Games Done with Krun, and this was Resident Evil 0. Overall, final score, we'll say about between 6.6, 6.8. We're not going to get into decimals, there's no point in debating over that. Yes, thank you so much for your time. I know it's been a long journey, but we've made it in the very end. Ooh, it's purple now. I saved over. Oh my god, what have I done? Oh well, it doesn't matter. Either way, I have been Krun. This was Games Done with Krun. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. And I will see you again next time with something completely different. Thank you very much, and goodbye for now.